Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Honestly Smartless. I'm Chelsea Toronto.
And I'm Dr. Lindsay.
And welcome.
Each week we're just two dumb girls. Sometimes we're smart, always hilarious.
Today we look like Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, Muppet hands going.
Yay.
Well, this is a style of the season.
It is.
Okay. For this week's cuddly critter, we have bumblebees. But, they're buzzing around, getting the pollen from one flower to another, and that makes them very sleepy. So then they have to take a nap. And how they take a nap is face down, ass up, out of the flower. And they have a fuzzy little butt. So it's almost like, if you see this, you cannot be afraid of a bumblebee.
He's so cute.
Like, just a cute little fuzzy butt coming out of
Give him a little pat.
a little pat on the booty. He's so cute. Tiny little legs. Harmless little bumblebee.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Good one.
Did you do any shopping?
No, but I'm in the market for a couple of things.
Okay.
I need a hair removal. What is it called?
Oh, a laser hair removal?
I need a at-home laser hair removal device. So I did some research. Well, I opened one link.
Instagram targeted you with one link and you opened it?
Oh, no, this actively went looking for this.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And because there's just like one goddamn hair that gets caught in the crease of my smile line. And sometimes I don't see. Well, you know why I don't see it? Because I can't see anything in the mirror anymore.
I know.
So unless I like really put my glasses on and do a 10-point inspection of my face, and then I'm like mortified because I'm like, oh my gosh, how long has that been there? So solution, I'm going to buy. It's about $130.
That's literally the best deal ever.
Ever,
because that's like 2 laser hair removal sessions right there.
No, sometimes they're like $200.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Or like anywhere from $200 to $400 for a laser hair removal session, and you always need 8 of them.
I know. They keep on targeting me, the laser place that we went to a while ago. They're like 75% off, 80% off, 90% off. So you can have it for $30 a month. I'm like, no, I don't want to go. It's a pain in the ass to go.
It is a pain in the ass to go. That's what they say in the reviews. So we could share it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would like to do my upper lip.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe once we're done with the lip, I want to move on to my armpits.
Yes.
Yes.
And my chin.
Oh, yeah, my chin. Because there's always like a...
Yeah, I don't have that. I do see like just those general hairs down here. Yeah, I really do see the value in it. And for $130, because you think, oh, I'm going to buy this laser hair removal wand, and what am I going to do with it after I use it? So there really should be a buyback program.
There should be.
I'm also looking into, so when I was in Japan, I got the world's greatest skincare products. I don't know what that brand is called.
It's like Siogni or something.
Right.
Like that, yeah.
And it's only available in Japan, which is awesome, except I ran out of it. So now I am trying to find something comparable here in the States. So what's that brand? Shiseido?
Oh, yeah, Shiseido. Yeah.
Shiseido?
Yeah, Shiseido.
It's also a Japanese brand, but I'm sure they had to dumb it down for the U.S.
Or if we have any Japanese listeners, boots on the ground, could you just send it to us?
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I was looking at their night cream. It's about $100.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what a good quality night cream goes for these days.
Agreed. It's worth it.
And my skin's never looked better, so I'm like, I should stay on top of it.
Well, I knew we were recording today, so I was like, I should buy something.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's funny.
So I did, and
Good.
So the first thing I bought were the Adidas platform gazelles.
Good. I'm glad we got that out of
You have the white and tan ones, and then I bought the platform sandals from Target that are like a chunky, wrapped up Birkenstock looking thing. And then
raffia.
Yeah. And then I needed a new summer heel because the wedge is not it.
What'd you get?
I got these Dolce Vita heels. Also that raffia material.
Yeah, you guys know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you know what we're talking about.
It is straw.
But it's straw with like plastic on it. So
you get the one with the bows?
No, because I figured that was a little too specific.
I do want the one with the bows. Oh. Wow. Lindsay is looking at a very chunky platform here with a little bit of raffia, kind of an open woven look.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you blacked out on shoes today.
I did. I
Wow.
sure did.
What should I, while we're shopping, what do you think I should get? I'm never going to wear that.
You wouldn't wear the ones with the bow?
I would wear the ones with the bow. So there's a more modest heel. What?
Yeah. Get a more modest heel.
What is that heel size?
Probably 3.5 inches.
It is substantial.
Well, here's the thing. The white pants you have on right now, I need a high heel to wear those.
Otherwise, you're going to have to hem everything.
Exactly.
And that's going to exceed the $140 you just spent on the shoe.
I know.
So that's how you decide.
That's how I justify that expense.
Right.
Speaking of expenses, so the cost to fit the beauty standard in the United States is a little out of control. And let me just start with the shoe calculation.
Let's explain what we're talking about.
So there's this girl on Instagram, and she broke down how much an average lady will spend per year to keep up with the beauty standards that we have in the U.S. So that's the hair, the makeup, the nails, the clothing, skincare, shoes, all the above. But this is where she definitely went wrong. She said that the average woman would spend $200 a year on shoes.
She also only $550 on clothing. This girl's out of touch.
She's very out of touch.
$800 a year in facials.
Yeah, which seems like a lot.
That's aggressive. I was going to reallocate some of those funds.
Same thing with $650 on jewelry.
Okay, so let's go down.
These are the numbers that she came up with. Nails, $1,200 a year. Full body wax, $2,000 a year. Hair, $2,400. Lashes, $1,300. Facials, $800. Makeup, $300. Clothing, $550. Jewelry, $650. Shoes, $200. Bath and like personal care products, moisturizers, etc., $900 a year, for a grand total of $13,000 a year, just to make yourself look approachable.
And yet, you still don't get any dates.
I know.
And yet, they're still catfishing.
And she didn't add in the $30 a month face tuning.
No, she didn't, did she? That's pretty funny. Question: how do you feel about this number?
So she's definitely off on the clothing and the shoes. The actual $13,000 a year. Yeah, I feel like that tracks. I know, because it adds up, especially with hair and makeup. Hair is probably my biggest expense, and with the nails. So just that alone is a few $1,000s right there. And then I spend money on stupid shit all the time.
Jewelry. I'm not spending $650 on jewelry.
Neither. I'm spending $14.99 on a 50-pack on Amazon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say I'm anywhere from 10 to 13.
Yeah, I would say so. So you don't do lashes.
I don't do lashes. I don't do waxing.
No.
I don't do jewelry. But I sure make up for it in other categories.
Yes, we do.
Wow. Yeah, so don't break it down if you don't want to know.
And I guess $13,000 is half the amount of the poverty line. So if you really break it down like that, you're working someone's minimum wage job. This is 6 months of someone's minimum wage job.
I am that minimum wage job person.
Yeah. And you're spending more.
I'm spending way more. Sorry.
You're good.
Oh, I said sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Suck a dick.
Okay, so oh my god, speaking of sucking a dick and what people are spending money on,
yeah,
the Great American Sperm Race of 2025 in LA.
I'm sorry, what?
The Great American Sperm Race.
Is that a real deal?
That's a real deal.
I'm listening.
Okay, ladies, we're spending our money on lasers and hair and nails. Men are spending their money on stupid ass shit.
I know.
Of betting on whose sperm is fastest, the healthiest. They said the tastiest. Like, who's taste testing the sperm?
Ay.
But there is this kid, Eric Zhu, and
it's pronounced Jew.
Jew. Oh.
And that alone had me stumped on this article. I was like, in what world? And I know I sound super ignorant and probably like a little white and not racist, just ignorant. ZHU is pronounced JEW.
Oh, well, I didn't know that either. Thank you for informing.
Because I listened to this article and I was like, what? Okay, that was my biggest takeaway. Not the fact that there are people jerking off in the green room. Then they're taking those sperm samples, throwing them under a microscope, projecting it onto a big screen to watch whose swimmers swim the fastest. I wonder if, what's his name? Phelps?
Michael Phelps?
I wonder if Michael Phelps' sperm was in on it, if they would swim stronger than the average.
Maybe he's one of the angel investors, and he's not going to admit to it until he wins all the sperm races.
Funny.
But it's like these millionaires and billionaires are investing in this kid's sperm race because they have literally nothing else better to do.
No. They're like, the environment? Psst.
We don't need that.
That's stupid.
And like Brian Johnson, that weirdo health conscious guy. Yeah, of course he's in on it. And that's one of his biomarkers of longevity is measuring how well your sperm are moving.
I can see that.
Yeah, I do have to say though that at least the men are taking accountability for their half of reproductive issues because it's always blamed on the lady. Oh, we can't get pregnant. Oh, it's her fault.
It's well, everything is her fault.
Everything's her fault.
Starbucks.
You spent too much money on Starbucks, so now you can't afford a baby.
Birth rates are on the decline, and fertility issues are spiking all around the world. And one factor is climate change.
Ooh.
It's getting too hot.
Oh, too hot for that baby in the belly. I'm like picturing like a baby like cooking in the oven.
Or like in a hot tub.
In the hot tub, and it's like swimming around looking for a fan. Like, I just want to cool off. And
it's so sad. You know, one of my biggest irrational fears are, speaking of hot things
what?
And babies, hot cars.
In what way?
Because as summer is upon us, there's the PSA for everyone. Please don't leave your dogs or your kids in your hot car.
Correct.
And even when I don't have a dog or a baby, I'll never have a baby in my car, but I am still afraid that somebody's going to suffocate in my hot car.
That's such a bad fear.
There's
no one else get in your car.
No one else is in the car. And I still roll the windows down.
Oh my God.
Because when I get in, I'm like, oh, if anybody was sitting in here right now, they'd be dead. That's literally what I think about. That's what I think every time I get back into my car. Thank God no one's in here because they would be dead by now.
You're like, somehow a dog wandered by and opened up the door, got in,
buckled the seatbelt up, rolled the windows back up, because I roll the windows down in the event that anybody does slither their way into the car window. That's like 6 inches cracked open. All 4 of them, but you know what? It takes me for fucking ever to roll the windows down the appropriate amount because I'm afraid somebody's going to slide their arm down, even though you can't, like, get the car door open because the lock's on the side of the door. But I'm also afraid, so I sit there very reluctant, trying to like up, down. No, that's too far down. Up a little bit more. Down a little more. Oh, I'm at the other side of the window. So you can't get out of the car for like a good 5 minutes. This is every time. I'm so setting.
Setting for auto window down, just in case someone is going to be in my car. I don't want them to die. That's the button that you need.
Indeed. That's what I'm struggling with.
Oh my gosh. I have seen you do that a lot. I was like, okay, like, just pick, I'll open you up the windows. Like, do we need the windows open? I don't know. Not really, but okay.
I'm afraid someone's going to die.
I'm like, we're in your parking lot. Leave them wide open. Who cares?
Doors
Yeah, the whole car is unlocked.
Leave a car running with the doors open.
That way, just in case someone does happen to like fall into your car, they can actually get away too.
6 inches. Yeah, no, that struggle is real.
Oh man, that's an irrational fear if I heard one.
Yeah, the summer fear.
There's also the fear of getting a gobbler neck.
That shit is real. Talk about a real epidemic. Is anyone noticing? It's not just the gobbler neck. Everyone is carrying around a spare chin. Are you seeing this?
I'm seeing this. And people are getting it fixed. But yeah, there's a lot of people with a spare chin under here. Technically what they say is tech neck.
No, tech neck is like stiff shoulders.
I thought it was like your head is always down and then you're starting to develop a double chin.
But I feel like this is like the throat area. Tech neck, when I looked it up, it was like tense and like hunch over.
I see.
But maybe because you're not exercising this.
Yeah, you're never lifting your head up to look at anything. You're always looking down.
I am bewildered and obsessed with the double chin neck right now.
How many rounds of face yoga and stretching are you doing every day?
Every minute of the day, I'm like,
washing her neck.
And I'm trying to not eat food. So I'm hoping that
has great results, let me tell you.
Yeah, no, I'm close.
Well, you know who did have a gobbler neck? Kris Jenner. Not no more.
Not no more. Kris Jenner had some work done on her face. You don't know if it's Kris Jenner or Kim Kardashian.
I know. I was like, oh my God, she is crawling into Kim's skin and becoming her.
She already has.
Yeah.
Kris Jenner literally looks like her daughter, Kim.
With Kourtney's little bob haircut.
Yeah. So she's a combination of stupid. Because that little bob haircut with the flip at the end.
Ugh, I hate it. But I mean, Kris Jenner's 69. Yeah, she looks like she's now 40.
She looks incredible.
I know.
She looks so good.
I mean, whoever her plastic surgeon is doing a great job. Because you know when you see people get facelifts, their eyes are really pulled back or somehow they end up looking really puffy?
Or like their eyes are somehow look closer together.
Right?
Yeah.
Or whatever Tom Cruise does to his face every couple of months, that's not right.
Or Nicole Kidman, actually. What is she doing? There's no fillers. You know, hats off, Chris. You did a good job.
I know.
Thanks for doing it right.
Thank you to your plastic surgeon.
Yeah. Thanks for not hurting our eyes when you redid your face.
And then Chris and Kim and some other ladies were in Paris for Lauren Sanchez's bachelorette party.
But I think they were also there for Kim's jewelry court date.
Yes.
Did they lump that all in?
They must have. They'd be like, okay, so Lauren, it would be really helpful if you just planned your bachelorette party around my trial.
Do you think Lauren is really friends with all those people?
I don't know, because Katy Perry was also there.
I know.
And Eva Longoria. And I'm like, I don't, and then some other ladies that I don't know.
Do you think she's got any like elementary school friends left?
Maybe those are some of the girls that I didn't know, but I feel like she was just surrounded by influencers and celebrities.
That lady, I tell you.
Yeah, but I would not want to go on a bachelorette party with my mom. I don't care if she looks like me. I don't want to be there with her.
I don't think those. I think those two party more often than not.
Really?
And you know, Kim's not like getting sloshed.
No, she's not.
This is the lamest bachelorette party ever.
I know. They're like, oh, we're on the boat. Okay, we went out to dinner. Fun.
And nothing but pictures being taken.
I know.
I have one for you. I'd like to introduce the Chelsea Toronto International School of Hostessing.
How do I apply?
This is no joke. Gia told me that parents of a young man, freshman in college, going into hospitality, his parents reached out to Gia and said, we would like Chelsea specifically to teach our son hospitality.
Oh, wow. What a great little side gig. Way to be recognized for your talents.
I know, right?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Wow. I wonder if this child has no social skills.
Perhaps. Yeah, can you really teach great hospitality?
Yeah, don't you feel like you've learned that skill over time?
I did learn it, but I don't think anyone taught it to me.
I think, you know where I think it started is that you read How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Right. I think that book has contributed to my hospitality DNA.
Mm-hmm.
But even before I read that, when I was doing the corporate event planning, That was like 2005. So I was doing it even back then.
Right.
I don't know. So what else do you have to say about this?
Well, I think that you can learn hospitality. I think some people are maybe just more people than other people.
Come again? What?
You didn't follow that? Some people are more of a people person than others.
Sure.
So this kid that you need to mentor, he just might not be a people person.
Right.
So hospitality might not be for him. Maybe you should work behind the scenes on the computer.
Check him in.
Uh-huh.
Your room's not going to be ready till 3.
Like, no, I need my room right now.
I can get it ready for you by 2:30.
No, need it now.
I need a late checkout. I can extend it by a half hour. There you go. You graduated 101. Yeah, so that happens today, as a matter of fact.
Oh, wow. Okay, let me know how the curriculum goes.
I know. How do you think I should approach it, actually?
Maybe you should do a little role play situation and say, or actually ask him first, like, where are you not feeling comfortable in your hospitality skills? And then you can role play that out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I think you just have to go through repetitions like that.
I think he should just watch and learn.
Or do that. But some people learn better by doing it.
Of course, I agree with that 100%. I am one of those people. But what am I going to tell them? So look them in the eye, smile, remember their name.
I know this sounds like really basic, but some people don't know that.
All right.
You know what? Even at my job, I try to be very hospitable. I forget people's names a lot of the times. It's like, hey, how's it going? I
wasn't always good with names. This has just happened. I don't know if it's with this job or recently. Yeah, I didn't always used to be great with names, but I am now.
Good.
It is a muscle that can be learned.
It sure can be.
But it takes repetition. So one can't beat themselves up if you don't remember someone's name after only meeting them once.
Right.
That's not unreasonable.
Okay.
But I'm seeing these people 3 times a week. They're really like pasta.
It's embedded in your brain. I feel like no one's really been talking that much about the Diddy trial.
I know, right? What's that all about?
I know, like we were so amped up when he first got arrested and all of the speculation, conspiracies. We couldn't shut up about it.
I was that person.
Yeah. And now that the trial's happening, it's like,
kind of why?
I guess maybe because we're all waiting for this list of people to come out that have been involved, and that's not happening. And really, Cassie's the one that's on trial, or defendant on trial.
Yeah, she's currently on the stand.
She's on the stand the most.
Right.
And I think since a lot of her information was already out there previously, it's like not as interesting.
It's not as interesting. We know all this at this time.
Right, exactly. Like all of these terrible things that happened to her, we already know that. So it's almost like we're not happy unless we find out something even more fucked up.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And I am receiving the summary of each day's trial.
Oh, okay.
I think NBC or whatever news sources covering it, and they email you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for something.
I know. And then, I don't know, his whole defense, he's like, I'm not trafficking. This is all consensual. I'm just passionate. And sometimes I get a little abusive in my passion. But everything was done consensually. Like, really? You beat the shit out of her consensually?
You peed in her mouth consensually?
Right.
Blink if you want me to pee in your mouth.
Right.
Breathe if you want me to pee in your mouth. Oh, you do? Okay, you're breathing? Yes. Open up.
Oh, God. Ugh.
That poor Cassie.
I know. The trauma that she's had. Yikes.
And she's pregnant. And what drives me crazy is that every news article starts with Cassie, visibly pregnant. Okay.
Okay.
Stop. We get it.
Yeah. We don't need that descriptor.
No.
And then you sent me the Instagram reel, which this is totally made up, where Blake Lively was with P. Diddy, and she's accused of murdering an autistic child. Allegedly.
None of that is funny. None of it's funny.
Like, who comes up with these headlines? This is such nonsense.
It is indeed.
Like, people are on a mission to take Blake Lively down.
I know, and I love her so much.
Same.
She's my Meghan Markle.
Yeah. She's your Meghan Markle. I think me, you, and my husband are the 3 people that like her in this world.
Well, we like her enough that we'll carry her.
I know. And I don't know what is going on with her and Ryan Reynolds, because now he's on a PR tour trying to hush the whole thing over with the Justin Baldoni case. And, Taylor Swift, she tried to blackmail her. Blake Lively's trying to blackmail Taylor Swift.
Why?
Because she really needs Taylor Swift to back her up in this lawsuit against Justin Baldoni. And Blake told Taylor, if you don't back me up here, I'm going to release our text messages.
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm.
That is hardball.
I know. Which leads me to another conspiracy theory of mine. I feel like Blake and Taylor have hooked up in the past, or maybe they're in like some kind of like open relationship.
Talk to me.
So there's this photo of Blake and Taylor, and they're sitting on a couch, and like Blake is sitting behind her. Taylor's leaning back into her.
No, I feel like this is like burlesque staged.
No, but they're like always very like touchy.
I do feel like Taylor hooks up with all of her girlfriends.
I think so.
Kylie Kloss before she married to Trump.
Yeah.
And then she and Selena were really close. I like that for her.
But I feel like, like I don't care if they're hooking up. That's not the thing. It's more of like Blake's going to use that against Taylor.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to out you for all of these things that you've done.
That's shameful.
Right? And also, Taylor Swift is Blake Lively's children's godmother. Like, how did she finagle that one?
I don't know. That's TBD.
Yeah.
No, to be continued.
Or to be determined.
Oh.
Yeah, TBD.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
To be decided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all work. I have something else that we should maybe buy or look into.
Yes. Of course.
We should go on Etsy and hire a witch.
Well, of course we should. Why?
Because I don't know how I was fed this information. But you can go on Etsy and you can hire a witch to cast a spell on you. And these girls that were popping up on my TikTok, they were casting road opener spells. So essentially, if you're feeling blocked or like you just want something to happen and progress to move forward, you got to hire a witch and she'll get her concoctions together and then she'll cast a spell for you.
Does she, in the drop-down menu, have different types of spell options?
Yes, she does. Or if you want to DIY it, this is all you need. You need 5 candles, one with your name on it. You need oranges for positivity, a dandelion for wishes and opportunity. You need thyme for cleaning out the old energy, and then turmeric for healing. And then you light the candles and let it burn.
I could do that.
Yeah. I think you set a witchy intention while you're doing it.
With the Ouija board?
Uh-huh. It's like, Ouija board, when will I be famous? And then it goes, tomorrow.
And then the magic 8 ball is like...
The magic 8 ball's answer is always yes. Like...
You ask the question when, it's like, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, isn't that neat? You can hire a witch on Etsy.
I feel like we should be the witches that the people should be hiring.
I know. Or we should just put our yappers to use on Etsy. Be like, we will just talk to you.
This is a funny story. I was at work and occasionally I'll give these kids like feedback and typical response. Like, yeah, that is stupid. And oh my God, would you knock it off?
Classic.
Yeah, right? The kid who's got that gambling problem, he is now playing with fire because he and this gal are a little too friendly. I do like this for them, but they're doing it so blatantly, like amongst the coworkers. And then at the end of every shift, they sit in her car for 45 minutes.
No.
Right. And he has a family, a young daughter and a wife. Well, it went as far as, okay, so he started making bad decisions about gambling. And right there, I was like, oh, there he goes. He was, in my mind, perfect. And then he just slid backwards. But this is what sealed the deal. When he told me in confidence.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with us.
He told me in confidence that late last weekend, she texted him like 1 a.m.
What?
Hey, are you up?
No.
And now he's rolling over with his wife right next to him and he's responding.
No.
Yeah. All right. So I almost forgot where we're going with this. So when he told me that, I was like, okay, come on now. That's just fucking stupid. And Gia comes out from her office and she's like, I got that once. Must be really bad. I can't imagine what you got it for.
That's how you know you're doing something dumb.
But I'm like, oh, come on. So full circle, we could sell that on Etsy.
Yeah. You tell us your dumb decision and you're going to get, oh, come on.
You're a fucking idiot. I didn't know I did that.
Yeah, you do that.
Beat it. I didn't know.
Also, other services. I guess I'm accidentally turning my TikTok into a gateway to OnlyFans. I'm going viral on TikTok for this short skirt video that I posted.
How many are you up to now?
Let's see. I am up to 104,000.
Ooh.
And
It's awesome, actually.
800 more male followers. Mm-hmm. And all of their comments are like, you can help me any day, Doc. Yeah, look.
We have so many services to sell. I think this is a great fucking video, by the way. You guys, you should check it out. Okay. I love this video.
It was an honest moment.
It was an honest moment.
It's going to be more girls being like, oh my God, I know, right? That's what I was expecting. Because, I'm trying to get comfortable in this skirt because it's short, but it's the whole thing. The ladies get it.
They do get it. We can't help that social media will then broadcast it to the male gaze and then they'll ruin it. However, flip side, they're the ones that populate it and get it to go viral.
Thanks, guys.
You guys are the best. Speaking of this.
Right.
I was bored. With lethargy.
Yeah.
Drunk. I just need to find new people to go out with. Like a new place to go out.
Right.
They were just the most accessible option I had.
All right, we'll find some new young people to go out with.
Where am I going to find those? Like, what am I doing trolling with people 20 years my junior?
Because no one can tell that you're 20 years their senior.
Yeah. I feel like, is there such a thing as like age catfishing?
Probably. Oh, for sure. I lie about my age all the time because I can't remember it. And in my mind, I'm always 30. And how long have you been a doctor? Oh, like 7 years. They're like, and you're 30? I'm like, mm-hmm.
Dookie, how's it over? Since I was 21.
Yep. Just skipped a couple grades. I'm not even like a real doctor. I'm a chiropractor, okay? Like, that should be more believable. Okay, let's do some rapid fire. Let's say the world is ending. Who are you FaceTiming?
Duh.
Me.
Yeah.
Duh. You.
Yeah.
My husband.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you guys are sitting next to each other.
Of course.
Right.
You know what I was thinking? If I had a dog and for some reason the dog wasn't with me, I would try to FaceTime my dog.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, can you go over to my house, open the door, and then get onto our Wi-Fi, and then put the iPad in front of my dog? Yeah, of course. I'm on it.
Of course. Okay. Yeah. What'd you do? And then we'd be like, oh, so what'd you do today?
I would move its paws and talk behind its head and give it a voice. So you are actively interacting with your dog.
Yes. I love that. Going the extra mile.
Yeah. You know it. I love puppets. I love throwing my voice.
I was your calling to be a puppeteer.
I wanted to when I was a kid. It was like widely known that I wanted to be a puppeteer.
That's such a niche career.
I don't know that it is. I was so heavily influenced by Sesame Street and the Muppets from such a young age. Well, that, and I'm just a weirdo. Why won't somebody give me a lifelike
Muppet so you can fully express yourself in Muppet form?
No one would watch the show anymore, would they? If I was always like...
You know what it would be? It'd be me, you, and the Muppet, and the Muppet would be having its own voice.
Yeah, it would be me.
Yeah, it'd be two of you, one of me. I want to be able to get a word in. I'd have to have my Muppet, like, tape your Muppet's mouth shut so my Muppet can talk a little bit.
I really need this dynamic on our show. I think it will get a lot more followers.
We'll just put ourselves in Muppet form. Okay, what would you put in your purse bowl? And for everyone who doesn't know what a purse bowl is, it's the bowl that holds all the contents of your purse that travel from purse to purse to purse.
Okay, well, let me think. There is a bunch of weed accoutrements.
Gotta have that.
Chapstick. There's probably a 24-hour lasting lip stain. There's perfume.
Okay.
There's a pen. My headphones. Dog poop bag. What else? I'm sure there's a fucking receipt.
There's a receipt in there somewhere that travels all around. I just happen to have my purse next to me. So I can tell you, I've got my headphones. I actually have my wallet today. That's shocking.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I have a wallet.
And, you know, my keys and lip gloss and lip stains. And then I have an extra 5-pack of contacts. Honestly, because you never know when my contacts are going to go awry. And I'm going to need a new pair.
Interesting.
And a pack of gum, my sunnies. There's a birthday card in here, which I'm going to keep it in my purse because someone might need a birthday card to give to someone. And I will be there for you.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Or you know what I did? I sent a photo of this birthday card to my friend Taylor, and I was like, this will never make it to you. So here's a photo of the card I was going to send you.
Like 6 weeks ago, you were like, no, everybody likes to receive a card in the mail.
And then I never got to
you. I have a stamp.
No, it's already come and gone, and I already sent her the photo.
It's a brilliant move, though.
I mean, so eco-friendly by just sending a photo. Okay. What are your perpendicular traits?
I don't know what that means.
So perpendicular trait is something that would be really unexpected about you.
I don't know. Can you tell me what my perpendicular traits are?
Let's see. Your perpendicular traits are you like to sit and chill and watch historical films and documentaries. I feel like if you see your Instagram versus what you do in real life, it's different.
Yeah, 100%. I know, adjacent.
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular. I like sport documentaries.
Yes, you do. You don't like the sport, but you like the documentary.
Yeah, I like documentaries. I resumed watching William H. Hearst, the newspaper magnet.
Magnet.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. It's not a magnet that you put on your fridge, like.
Magnet.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to get. But it's just.
It's such a weird word.
It was like something that gets in your mouth and you're like.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all that like oat milk is stuck in the back of my throat.
Oh, magnet.
I guess my perpendicular trait is that I don't really move a lot during the day.
I have the hardest time accepting that. I reject that response.
Well, yesterday when I left you, yeah, I could have worked out. I could have gone for a walk. I could have done a bunch of things. You know what I did? I watched Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
How was it?
Oh, it's so good.
Okay.
I'm obsessed.
I might.
It's the best reality TV show.
I might watch that one.
I also cleaned up my closet a little bit, and I somehow grew a conscience during that time. And instead of throwing my clothes directly in my dumpster, I drove a mile down the road and put it in the clothing dumpster. I think what got to me was that, like, the last thing on the pile of clothes was, like, a pair of jeans with a tag on it and these shoes that I haven't worn in a long time that look like brand new. And I was like, oh, God. Like, I should have just ripped the tag off. So then that sounds bad.
So funny. I have a very big pile that's growing every single day of clothes that I'm trying to thin out. And I'm like, which dumpster am I going to throw this in? And then Gia chimed in. She's like, make sure you donate that to a good cause. So I looked up on the website. It's called Dress for Success for women who are transitioning into more of a corporate job. in order to donate those items, they have to be clean and then they have to be on hangers. So now I have to go buy a fucking pack of hangers just to donate these clothes, but they're not accepting it until from a month from now.
Oh my God.
I-
That's too long.
I know.
Well, let's find another organization. Like, you want the clothes or not?
Right.
You know? And I posted this on TikTok that I almost threw away all my clothes in the dumpster. That's the ladies were commenting now.
Yeah.
They're like, you should take it to a battered women's shelter.
Exactly. But
Like,
they
yes.
only accept it once a month and you have to have it
Like
dry cleaned
Yeah.
and on hangers.
Mhm.
Get the fuck out of here. Dry clean my own clothes. And
Neither.
the hangers I have are expensive. They're the velvet ones. And I think they're imagining like the wire ones from back in the day. So what am I going to do? Go to a dry cleaner and be like, can I borrow 100 billion hangers?
It sounded like a really bad thought.
Go to an abortion clinic?
Yeah, they're like, they want the hot wire hangers so they can save on abortion.
We were on a podcast yesterday, and the guy asked who's more likely to be canceled. And of course, everyone thought it was me because I show a lot of skin. However, it is 100% Lindsay getting canceled because look at this Disney princess. And then Homegirl's like, talking about going to your local abortion clinic for the hangers that you need to donate the clothes to the battered women's shelter. That then go full circle, and then they give it back to the abortion.
Oh, you said it! You said it! I can't get canceled now.
Came up with the idea. I just stitched it together. Which is what they use when they stitch up the ladies from the hatchet job from the rusting hanger. She was before dry cleaning chemicals. Success.
They're like sterilized hangers with those dry cleaning chemicals.
And she's gonna get canceled first. 100%. Because no one expects it coming out of your mouth.
I know. They're like, whoa. Like, her mouth was moving, but I can't believe she said that. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get canceled. That's awesome.
We can
Try
only
to
hope.
cancel me. I can only hope.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
You can't keep me down. All right. Well, before you cancel us, make sure you like and subscribe and follow at Honestly Smartless on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever your podcast, and 5 stars only about how appropriate and PC we are. You'll still laugh.
Yeah, no. Plus, we do have some Easter eggs of raunchy inappropriateness deep in there, so you have to listen.
You gotta listen. You gotta listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, that's why we started off with a cuddly critter to distract you.
We gotta go. Bye.